Hi Cardinals, welcome to art. Today we're going to draw a portrait. And a portrait is a picture of someone's face with an expression on it. And if you remember the Leonardo da Vinci video I showed you, he drew a picture of the Mona Lisa. And she is posing for a portrait. These are also examples of portraits. They're sitting in a chair and they're posing, and it's usually from the shoulders up. That's usually what you get when you draw a portrait. I don't want you guys to take this too seriously. We're just trying to learn how to put eyes on a face. They don't have to look exactly like our eyes, but let's just learn how to draw some eyes, a nose, and a mouth. So this is going to be for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and we're going to draw a portrait. All right? The first thing you have to do is have your supplies, a paper, markers or colored pencils or crayons, something to color with. And you need something dark like a black marker or a colored pencil that is dark to outline your pencil drawing with before you color it. Because if you don't outline it first, then you won't be able to see it anymore once you color it. So let's draw it together and then we'll get to that, okay? The first thing you have to do is put the letter U on your paper real big. If you draw it like this, are you going to be able to put a lot of details on it? No. So you've got to come into your paper and you've got to give yourself a big letter U. That's going to be your face, okay? So let's start with that. Can everybody give me a big letter U? And don't spend a lot of time erasing. Just follow along with me. And when I get finished, then you can go back and erase and fix stuff and change stuff and watch the video again. But right now, just follow along with me, okay? And we're all going to have a portrait when we get through, okay? Awesome. The first thing you got to do is put your eyes on. Do your eyes go in the middle of your face, the top of your face, the bottom of your face, way over here? Let's think about it. So if this is your forehead and this is your mouth and the middle is your nose, where would your eyes go, you think? I think they would go about right here, don't you? An eye kind of looks like a football. You see my eyes? So you have to start with a frowny face and a smiley face. And that gives you a football. That shape of that football is going to be your eye, okay? So you don't put your eyes in the middle of your face. You don't put your eyes in the bottom of your face. You put your eyes kind of towards the top of your face, but not up on your forehead. If this is your forehead, you have to be a little below that, right? So you still have a forehead? Okay. So let's go in here and let's put two frowny faces. 1, 2. Kind of make them the same size. And again, do not take this too seriously. Just draw. You don't need to erase a whole bunch. Just get the line right. That's called sketching. Just kind of playing with the line. And you don't have to erase a lot. You just kind of get that line going. Okay, there it is. Then you can come back later and kind of jazz it up. So right now you're just trying to get the shape of that football. So we did the 2 frowny faces. Now we're going to do the 2 smiley faces and make them match up. Oh, that one's not quite the same size. That's okay. I'm just going to make it a little bigger so that they're about the same size. Okay? If you want to, you can come back in and put right next to your frowny face one more frowny face, real close to that line, and that sort of represents an eyelid. I like to put a couple of little eyelashes on my eyelid. Not too many. Not too many at all, and not too long, just a few little eyelashes, okay? Then your eyeball has several parts. You have the iris, and you have the eyeball, and you have the pupil, okay? So the eyeball is the white part of your eye, okay? The iris is your circle, and the pupil is the dot in the middle. So you're going to put your iris and then your pupil in your eye. So it's 2 circles. 1, 2. I just put mine over to the side so it looks like she's looking that way. Now we got to do a nose. And no, but your drawing doesn't have to look like mine. I'm just trying to help you figure out sort of where these are placed. So when we start painting in class pictures of ourselves, you'll kind of know already how to do it, okay? Now we're going to do a nose, and we're going to keep it really, really simple. You know, this is the letter U. You're learning your alphabet and stuff, and some of you know them well. This is the letter L. But an L is very pointy, right? Is your nose pointy, or is your nose got a round edge on it? Feel your nose. It's kind of round, right? So the letter L is very straight and stiff. Your nose is kind of like the letter L, except for you're gonna do a little slant, and then you're gonna round off the edge so that your nose isn't pointy like the L, just shaped like the L. Okay? So I'm gonna start between my eyes, and I'm gonna put my nose right in the middle of my face so I still have room for my mouth and my chin. Okay? So I'm gonna come in here, and I'm gonna kind of do a little slanted line like that. Just a little bit of a slanted line, and I'm gonna just put a curve on it and make the letter L. Pretty easy, right? If you want to, you can come back and put a backwards letter C and a baby letter C right there, and it kind of makes the letter L. So if you don't like it or you didn't do it right, you just come, do your little pointy, your little curved, and take the point off. Backwards letter C, a frontwards letter C, and you've got a nose. You don't even need to put those little C's if you just want to use the letter L. That's just one way to draw a nose. Then you're going to come, and there's many, many ways you can draw a mouth. You can do a smiley face like this, and then you can put the letter M on it and a smiley face underneath. You can do a kissy mouth, which is the letter M and the letter U. Or you can take the letter M, and you can kind of smash it down. Smash that letter M down to where it's spread out like that, and you've got a mouth. But your mouth isn't one line, is it? It's a top lip and a bottom lip. So I usually come down here and put a little smiley face and another smiley face, and I have a mouth. If you want to just draw two lines, you got a mouth. You can keep it really simple. Just don't draw your mouth big like this, because that's not going to be in the same proportion that it needs to be, okay? Then you want to come over here to your eyes, and you're going to put a couple of little ears close to your eyes. All right, you guys still with me? Awesome. All right, we just have one more thing we got to do. All right, you got to think about your forehead. Do you have bangs? Or do you have a part like I do? You got to come up here, and you've got to give yourself a part. Or you got to give yourself some bangs. Okay? If you're a guy, you're going to come up from your ear, and you're going to go across the top with a zigzaggy line or a wavy line, something like that to represent your bangs. Okay? If you've got a part, you're going to come over here, and you're going to start from the middle, wherever your part is, and come to your ears. All right? That's how you're going to do it. And then you're going to round off the top of your head. And boom, you got a face. If you're a girl, you're going to bring your hair, after you round off the top of your face, you're going to come over here, and you're going to bring your hair down. Like that. And boom, you got long hair. You got to give yourself a neck, but don't give yourself a little skinny pencil neck like this, because your neck's not skinny. Your neck is fat, like your hand. So you want to give yourself a big fat neck, okay? And then I just do this angle here and this angle here, and that represents my shoulders. I'm going to do the smiley face and put a shirt on, and boom. And then you just come back and put a few squiggly lines in here, and you've got long hair. If you want a ponytail, then you don't put that line. You kind of start from the back of your head, and you give yourself a ponytail, all right? And then that's what it looks like. So you got to kind of look at the little handouts that I gave you and figure out how you want your hair to look. And then you just put a couple of little lines in here like this, and you've got hair. Okay, so if you're a guy, you remember that you're going to come over here and you're going to start from your ears and go up, and then you're just going to kind of do a wavy line across the front, and there's your hair, and boom, you got a portrait. I just bring the hair down a little bit behind my ears and then get rid of this line, and there you go. If you got hair that sticks out a little bit, maybe you just come over here and put your hair back like that, all right? If you've got short hair, then you just come out here and you bring your hair off short, like this, all right? But your hair's kind of behind your face, it's not on your face, okay? So I want you guys now to take a colored pencil that's black or a marker, and I want you to outline your face with the dark colored pencil or marker, and then erase all the pencil lines, and once you get to that point, you can color it. So I hope you guys had fun with this. Look at the little handouts for all the different ways to do mouths and eyes, and you can get creative with it. Draw it as many times as you can. The more you practice drawing something, the better you get. So don't take this too seriously. Just draw. And if you don't like it the first time, draw it again. Draw it again. The first time I drew a flower, I wasn't very good at it, but the more I drew it and the longer I practiced, the better my flower started to look. Now I can draw a great flower. So I want you guys to practice. That way when you come to art and we draw faces and paint them, you guys already know what you're doing. Can't wait to see you in class. Bye.